Good morning, world. Well, actually, good evening, world. This is Curtis Bryant, your life coach and motivational friend, here with another video and message. As you heard me say, good evening. Normally, I film these videos during the day, but here we are, being obedient and doing it before we end the day. Anyway, I want to share this message that I think a lot of people need to hear. A lot of my recent videos have been about the end of the year and the kind of energy that comes with that, and specifically around the anxiousness and the excitement as well, and maybe the overwhelming feelings about what is next, what do I do next, what does the new year represent for me, all of those things. And the message that God has sent me to share with you all is that it is important to go where you are called, right? And it sounds so simple, but so many people watching this, so many of us have honestly wasted time being in spaces, specifically around like career, right? Where you took a career or you took a avenue for security and for safety and also for comfortability, right? Like, it wasn't hard. And if you're willing to admit that, that's between you. You do not have to out yourself, right? This is no shame. This is not to embarrass. This is, again, to encourage, because we've all been there, right? Where we take a position, we go to a place that we know will sustain us, right? And we don't know for how long, but we go there with the intentions to be well, to be good, and everyone deserves that. But in this season, God is calling us to only go to places that we are called to, right? Not even we feel called to, because our plans are not God's plans. So a lot of you watching this are being called to go to places that have never crossed your mind, that you never desired to do, but it is important to the next steps, right? One thing I say about my life specifically is that a lot of the things that I've done are not because I wanted to, but because I was called to, right? When the Lord called me to the West Coast while I was in New York, and I wanted to come to Atlanta. And, in God's timing, I did get to return to Atlanta. But prior to that, I had to take a trip to Oakland, to the West Coast, to learn things, to gain new knowledge. And again, I didn't want to at the beginning, but that is a memory that I will have for the rest of my life. That adventure that I took, that leap of faith that I took, I will never, ever forget it. And it will be forever etched in my life story. And so I want you, whoever's watching this, to have many moments just like that, because we are young and we haven't even seen the full glory of what God is going to do in our lives. And it's important to say that, like, walking with God isn't always easy. It's not always fun. It can be really tough. It can be annoying. It can be lonely. But it has so much fruit. There's a lot of fruit that comes. And that is one of the best ways, the quickest ways to know that you are where you're called to be, is by the fruit. Anywhere that God sends you has fruit. Anywhere that God calls you to be a leader, whatever space he calls you to be a leader in, there will be fruit there. There will be support there. There will be understanding there. And again, this is specific to careers. And of course, it could go to anything, but this is specific to careers and being in purpose, because I truly believe that 2025 will be a year where we need to be in our purpose, because as the world changes and shifts and evolves, those who are in their purpose for real will have a sense of peace that many others may not have. And again, this is not to scare or to this is love. This is a message of love. This is a message of encouragement. And yes, it may sting. Yes, it may make you feel uncomfortable. But if I'm sharing a message, it is coming from a place of love. And I want the best for you. I want you to be in your purpose. I want you to feel joy as often as you can, because you deserve that. That is your right. That is your right. You deserve to be happy as often. There is nothing wrong with that. And so that is the life I want for you. That is the life I want for myself. And in order to get that, in order to be in that, we must go to where we are called. So I hope that this video does trigger something, but may that trigger be an inspiration for your next adventure, and may you go where you are called. Thank you for watching.